Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will discuss some practice on basic trig identities. Let's go to the first question. The first one say prove that sin x plus cosine x all the power of 2 plus sin x minus cosine x all the power of 2 equals 2. We will take the left hand side and the value of it left hand side equals. We can expand the first bracket like this. Take the first times itself, it will be sine power 2x. Take the same sign. The first times second times 2, it will be 2 sine x cosine x. Then take the second term times itself, it will be cosine power 2x plus expand the second bracket like the first bracket, so we can get sine power 2x, take the same sign, minus twice first times second, 2 sine x cosine x plus the second times itself, it will be cosine power 2x. Then simplify these terms. We can sine power 2x plus sine power 2x equals 2 sine power 2x. Positive 2 sine x cosine x cancel with negative 2 sine x cosine x. Cancel, equal 0. Then cosine power 2x plus cosine power 2x, it will be plus 2 cosine power 2x. Now, we can notice that there exists common factor between these two terms, which is 2. Take the highest common factor between these two terms, 2, then open bracket, and divide each term by the highest common factor. 2 sine power 2x divided 2, it will be sine power 2x plus the second term, it will be cosine power 2x. Equals 2 multiplied by, all of us know the rule sine power 2x plus cosine power 2x equals 1. Now 2 times 1 equals 2 equals the right hand side. Now we prove the left hand side equals the right hand side. Let's go to the next one. The next exercise say prove that 10 power 2x equals sine power 2x plus 10 power 2x sine power 2x. In this case, we want to find the value of the right hand side. So the right hand side equals sine power 2x plus 10 power 2x sine power 2x. We notice that there exists a common factor between the two terms, sine power 2x and sine power 2x. Get out the highest common factor between the two terms outside, sine power 2x, then open bracket, then divide each term by the highest common factor. Sine power 2x divided sine power 2x equals 1 plus the second term divided the highest common factor, it will be 10 power 2x equals under equals. Write sine power 2x, find the value of 1 plus 10 power 2 from our rules. 1 plus 10 power 2 is sec power 2x.
equals under equal, write the same sign power 2x, then find the value of sec power 2. We can write sec power 2 equals 1 over cosine power 2x. So we can write the product of these two trig functions like sine power 2x divided cosine power 2x. All of us know sine divided cosine is 10. So it will be 10 power 2x, 10 power 2x equals left hand side. Next one, say prove that sine alpha times sine 90 minus alpha, tan alpha equals 1 minus cosine power 2 alpha. In this case, we will find the value of the left hand side. So the left hand side equals sine alpha, sine 90 minus alpha times tan alpha. Write equal under equal. Put the same sign, put the same sine alpha. The value of sine 90 minus alpha is cosine alpha times, and the value of tan alpha, we can write the value of tan alpha like sine alpha over cosine alpha. Then simplify. By simplification, we can cancel cosine alpha up with cosine alpha down. So our answer is sine alpha times sine alpha. All of us know sine times sine is sine power 2. Here this equals sine power 2 alpha. And from our rule, sine power 2 alpha plus cosine power 2 alpha equals 1. We can find the value of sine power 2 alpha. Sine power 2 alpha equals 1 minus cosine power 2 alpha. Yeah. So sine power 2 alpha equals 1 minus cosine power 2 alpha. This answer is the value of the right hand side. So we can say that the left hand side equals the right hand side. Now let's go to the next one. Say prove that 6 theta plus 1 over 6 theta equals sine power 2 theta over 1 minus cosine theta. In this case, we will find the value of the left hand side and the value of the right hand side. Then the left hand side equals sec theta plus 1 over sec theta. We can separate the numerator over the denominator like this. We take sec theta over sec over sec theta once, and the other we will take 1 over sec, 1 over sec. We separated the numerator over the denominator. So we can simplify sec theta over sec theta or divided theta equals 1. يبقى this fraction is 1 plus 1 over 6 is equal to cosine theta. Name this answer 1. Now we will take the right hand side and find the value of it like this. The right hand side equals sine power 2 theta over 1 minus cosine power 2 cosine theta. Cosine theta. Okay. Equal under equal. Sine power 2 theta. We can find the value of sine power 2 theta from the first rule, which is sine power 2 theta plus cosine power 2 theta equals 1. So we can write sine power 2 theta equals 1 minus cosine power 2 theta. So sine power 2 theta equals 1 minus cosine power 2 theta over 1 minus cosine theta. Now we notice that this expression is the difference of two squares. We can factorize it like as the product of two factors, like 1 minus cosine theta times 1 plus cosine theta over 1 minus cosine theta. By next simplification, we can cancel the common factor between the numerator and the denominator. We can cancel 1 minus cosine theta with 1 minus cosine theta. Now the remainder 1 plus cosine theta. Name these two. Now you can compare between equation 1 and equation 2. Left hand side, the value of the left hand side is 1 plus cosine theta, and the value of the right hand side equals 1 plus cosine theta. So we can write the following statements from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2 we get the left hand side equals the right hand side. Thank you and see you tomorrow, God willing.